Now the pass to Washington. New Orleans moving the ball around. Holiday against Knight. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. The shot's good from Washington. Boomer's got 10.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Here's Ilyasova. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Now here is Holiday. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Yeah, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively. Well, Drew Holiday, part of the basketball family. Of course, he played at UCLA, but both of his parents played at Arizona State.
And for Drew Holiday, you know, you talk about his family. His brother and sister have both won state titles. And his father, in his 50s, can still throw down the 360 dunk. Now, I'm looking at you.
No, it's not happening here. Come on. I know he's got some good DNA, but 360 dunks at 50? Although Drew is real deal. His youngest brother is a star in the making, playing in high school in Los Angeles right now.
Passes it to Washington. He kicks it to Holiday. Here is Boomer. And he hits the jump shot. Boomer's got 12.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now, here is Knight. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Mayo, the pass to Knight. Unloads from 13. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Drew Holiday. His last 10 games, he's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not that's for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger role on the team, those numbers are going to have to be better than just decent.
And you get a chance to look here at some of the numbers for Ersan Ilyasova. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month. 2nd in steals. And how about his accuracy from the foul line, guys? He is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
And, Steve, I think the steals per game average that he sports is really an impressive stat. I mean, you think about coming up with the steals that he does, the way he does it with smarts and tenacity.
Not the best shot, long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
The lead pushed to double digits.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Ilyasova, a screen on Holiday. Ilyasova with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And Ilyasova kicks to Parker. Into Ilyasova. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, doing it with the dunk is a major energizer,
Pass the fucking ball, man.
Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Larry Sanders. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Ryan Anderson, who's checked in for New Orleans. Evans comes in for Eric Gordon. Now here's Ilyasova. He has 6. And Bayless kicks to Knight. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Brandon Knight primarily was effective as a spot-up three-point shooter in his first couple of seasons in the league, but he's getting better at attacking the rim and drawing fouls. He's steadily increasing his attempts at the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Leone's checked in. A nice shot by Anderson.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
And Steve Brandon Knight working on change of speed going into last season. That helped him get inside and draw those fouls.
And you can see he spent time in the weight room, Kevin. He has that frame to carry extra muscle, and it's enabling him now to power through contact and get to the rim. He's getting a lot better.
And the basket by Prigioni.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here is Bayless. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ilyasova sets a screen for Knight. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, some players just get hotter as the season goes on. That's definitely been the case with these point guards since the All-Star break, as you can see in these shooting percentages. You take a look at Knight, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. A look at Chicago. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Milwaukee, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
When I look at Milwaukee, I mean, they found themselves once again struggling through the latter part of the season. And they've had a lot of challenges, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're not part of the playoffs.
Yeah, no playoff games for them. And, I'm not sure what the answer is for this franchise, but hopefully they can add some talent this offseason, whether through the draft or free agency, and get the pieces together to help them get going in the right direction.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Jason Kidd. He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order is pretty clear cut.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The shot's good from Washington.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here's Walters, averaging 6 points per contest. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, it was a great situation, able to play big minutes and took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
What a story for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Born in Greece of Nigerian parents, his family is really undocumented. Living in poverty, though, he'd sell watches in the street to make ends meet. But now he's blessed to make a much more significant contribution to his family's fortune.
There you go, fans. That was your Bucks banter.
1:36 left in the first. Evans kicks to Prigioni. Here is Boomer. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling. And Antetokounmpo, a late discovery, started playing seriously when he was about 15, beginning at point guard before he really shot up in height, and now a forward. Has a lot of playmaking ability, very intriguing prospect.
Here is Boomer, 18 points for him. Anderson dishes to Evans, 6 to shoot. Prigioni for 3, and he gets it to go. Prigioni's got 5 points so far. And for Antetokounmpo, huge hands, Clark. Do you think that's a factor in his great ball handling?
I certainly do. I mean, point forward skills. He can create for others, do just about everything. on the court. The main thing to work on is his shooting, low release point. He's got to get that fixed. But the coaches in Milwaukee may look to tweak that for him, but he's got a lot to offer.
Here is Boomer following the three by Milwaukee.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Washington.
They're shooting extremely well from the free throw line now.
Bucks trail by 14. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bayless the pass to Ilyasova. Out to the wing. Pass to Walters. 6 to shoot. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Sanders checked in for Ilyasova. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. And Knight subbed in for Walters. The Pelicans also changing it up. Washington's checked in for Ashe. Gordon comes in for Austin Rivers. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pablo Ferguson. Knight and Mayo man the backcourt. Chris Middleton is out there with Sanders. And it's Parker in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
One time my players scored me.
Pass to Washington.
Second quarter.
And Parker comes with the help. Here's Evans. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Brandon Knight.
Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Bucks rank in the league stats. 1st in free throw percentage, 9th in steals. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Here's Holiday. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Here is Boomer. 22 points for him. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Boomer's got 25 points. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Grizzlies.
You know, when things started to go wrong for them in that game, and things did go very wrong, they just could never get it going back in the right direction.
Steve, there was just no consistency. I mean, that was really the problem to me. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they just couldn't keep the momentum going.
I'm probably about to.
And guys, what do you think about the
I ain't
offensive
about to-
approach
I'm not
we've
about to
seen
play
so
the
far
part.
for the
I'm playing
Pelicans?
part.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic
that's
from
what
long
we got.
range so far, fellas.
And the other area that's really been strong for them tonight is their ability to get to the free throw line, finding easy points. Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ashik's checked
I swear,
in.
I'm
Sanders hits them
thinking-
both. Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownership and the league have said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support has trailed off.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the
25
defense?
points, 4 rebounds.
Outside Mayo. Knight on the wing. Parker sets the screen for Knight. Here's Sanders. The rebound by Anderson.
And you look at the Bucks over the last couple of decades. They're in the bottom 3rd of the league in wins and in attendance. Somewhat
Hey,
of
just know,
a
I'm about to
catch-22
get that,
for Milwaukee. Without a new arena, they may
limitless
lose the team, but the Bucks
I'm
haven't had the
hitting
kind
this long
of success
distance.
that galvanizes support.
And here is Mayo following the 3 from Washington. Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't
Making
see
your
him
bad
miss
is
that
like
shot
after you finish
very
the game.
often. When he's open like that, It's usually lights out.
Oh.
Here is Boomer.
Oh.
He has 28
I
points
gotta
for the
say,
game.
oh,
You know, he's
I
putting
gotta
on
say,